All right, now it's time to check in with another performer who's going to be playing the Mutiny on the Moshulu. You see her right there. Let me give the ticket information quickly. You can go to maxfun.com. It is June 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. And I got to tell you something. We're meeting all sorts of cool people. This is Bryn. Hey, Bryn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, do you prefer Bizarre Bryn or just Bryn?
Bizarre Bryn, Bryn Rain, they all work. Bizarre Bryn was like a circus name where people are like, ah, yeah, we're going to be big and exciting. And I was like, sure, I just do weird stuff with my body. So
Well, I'll tell
it's,
you this. You're amazing. You're amazing. Doing checking up on your stuff. I love the look. I love the different videos. I love all this. The art. Would you call something like this what you do? Performance art, circus art, sideshow. How do you label what you do?
it lives in all of those worlds. I think I would love to consider it performance art as if I was like that, artsy and hoity toity about it. But it's really just a side form of sideshow and circus all blended into one. It's a bit more sideshow because it's a bit more campy than like traditional circus Americana. But it's still got that vibe of weirdness and dramaticness. And if you see my live stuff, especially for like choreographed performances, I try to bring all the elements of that into one and make it really dramatic and make you feel like you have a moment with the character.
It's so cool. I love this stuff. We were talking today about performance artists. I know you're a fan of David Bowie. I mean, who isn't, right? But like a Laurie Anderson and people who did sort of, kind of take you to a different place on stage. And this, we're looking through some of your Instagram pictures, and this is clearly the kind of stuff that you do. All really cool. And do you design all this stuff yourself?
Yeah, all the things on my Instagram I design myself. I work with a handful of other photographers or videographers sometimes when they reach out, and I always try to give credit where credit's due because without there's only so much you can do with the self timer. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. Yeah, no, it obviously is a collective that puts it together. But the art of is it contortionism? Is that the proper way to refer to it?
Yeah, yeah, contortionism.
Yeah, so I assume you've got to start. You got to hit the ground running, being somewhat athletics. Did you start with athletics and move into this? How did you get into this?
No, I actually have a genetic condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which means that I don't make connective tissue very well. So it means that I'm hypermobile. It also means there's a few other things that happen, like I've got weird digestive things and weird brain things, and some weird heart problems. But like all of them are treatable. It's just part of your genetics. So I'm like hypermobile, and I was already pretty flexible, and I was doing party tricks basically around my friends, and they're like, you could just like train this, right? And
Wow.
like actually perform. And I'm like, and then I met a handful of trainers, and I went to the Philadelphia School of Circus Arts where I met clowns and acrobats and all sorts of people who helped me take what skills I already had and turn them into something that I could utilize as a performance skill instead of me just rolling around the floor of my apartment.
That is wild. That so something that was sort of a condition of yours, you learned to. I'm sure initially it was something you thought, okay, I guess I'm stuck with this, but now this has become something that you are able. I want to say exploit, but you can turn into art, and that's got to
Yeah,
be
well, I mean,
really cool, right?
it's super cool. I think my theory about it is I call it my human suit because I'm an alien. And like you only get the one human suit and you have to just do what you do with it. So like I could spend all my time being mad that like my joints fall out of place and some things hurt sometimes. Or I can be like, cool, let's build up some muscle and make something that not only I really enjoy, but it brings joy and entertainment to other people.
It's amazing. I was again watching some of your video stuff here and performance stuff. It's amazing. The whole look and everything, the character that you are, the alien. What inspired that?
When I was 4, I told my mom I was an alien, and I called her "Hey Lady" for 6 months, and that's just been my life since then.
I love it. I love it. So here's the thing, and I've been saying this to all the performers. A lot of people don't, oh, that's something that I guess you go to a state fair or whatever, or you should go to some sort of, down an alleyway into one of these hidden artsy sort of places, and you'll encounter this stuff. You perform all over the place, and you perform in all different situations. I would think that this is something that, and we found out that. Uh, People can really spice up a presentation or spice up from every sort of thing to any kind of party or event or something. Do you work that circuit? I mean, I think this what you
Yeah.
do is cool and would be applicable to any of that.
No, I really love event entertainment. I love it when people bring me on to events and be like, and it's usually me and a few other performers, and they're like, "Hey, we need a girl in a bubble in our swimming pool because my dad's turning 50," and I'm like, "Yes, I'm there for it. Let's go." Or New Year's Eve parties. I really love those private events to make whatever atmosphere you're trying to build and just take it to the next level. I think that's really impactful because I mean we're all working for escapism. Why
No,
not
yeah.
make it the most escape that you can?
It's astonishing how just the addition, and again, it's something people don't automatically think of, but they need to think about it because you can really make an impression. You can really make something special. Started the
Yeah.
Mutiny on the Moshulu years ago. My wife's charity, Max Fund, which provides funding for animal charities in the tri-state area that do things like TNR rescue for community cats and feral cats and homeless cats, and provides emergency surgeries. So you're helping with that. Can't thank you enough. But we learned quickly that a couple of wandering performers who have this ability, like your ability, just make the evening so much more special. And the people who come down are just are awestruck. I mean, a lot of times they're not in close quarters to somebody who can do what you do. So we're really looking forward to it. And I think you're going to like the event. How do people get in touch with you, Bryn? What's the easiest way for them to do that?
The easiest way is Instagram. I check it all the time because I'm a millennial and I have to for my
Right.
soul.
And
So
your Instagram is?
it's underscore bizarre or bizarre underscore Bryn. I should know
It's right
that.
there. Right
It's right
there.
there. You can also Google the name Brynna Rain, and I'm probably the first person to show up because my parents were hippies and I have a weird name.
Is that your actual name?
Yes.
Wow, that is pretty kick-ass. I have to say, I like that. I thought that was surely a performance name, but that's your real name. So that's the
Yep.
best way to get a hold of you. And then it seems like you're working quite a lot. I know you're traveling all over the place, but obviously, I think this is something that can really jazz up an event. You're helping us out. You're pulling our ass out of the fire on this one. A number of the entertainers stepping up this year are making their debut with the Mutiny. We cannot thank you enough. We look forward to seeing you, and I encourage everyone to hire Bryn for their next event or any type of thing you want to make an impact with your audience or attendees. This is the way to go. Thank you so much, Bryn, for that.
Of course.
Absolutely. And we'll be seeing you there. It is the Mutiny on the Moshulu. Tickets are available at maxfun.com. Come down and see Bryn and all the other entertainers as I slowly lose my ability for speech. But again, have a good one, Bryn, and we will see you soon. All right.
Sounds great. See you
All
soon.
right. Bye bye.